मैं बस गुड विशेस और बेस्ट विशेस देना चाहूँगी. आई होप बेबी ठीक है. मोर देन दैट आई होप दीपिका ठीक है. एंड ऑल द बेस्ट एंड लव फॉर द न्यू जर्नी. अरे मेरा चल रहा है ऑलरेडी, उसको देखो ना. अपकमिंग तो तब करेंगे जब ये वाला ख़त्म हो जाएगा. तो अभी ये चल रहा है, आप ये देखो मैं फ़ोटो शूट तो नहीं कर रही हूँ. मैं रैंडमली फ़ोटो खींच लेती हूँ और डाल देती हूँ जो मुझे प्यारी लगती है, जो लोगों को भी आई थिंक क्यूटी लगती है. तो ऐसा कुछ फ़ोटो शूट नहीं है, बट इट्स अ नॉर्मल थिंग राइट. मतलब इनका रिएक्शन बहुत अमेजिंग था. बिल्कुल नहीं, गाना वो ऐसे नहीं गाते फ्री में. बट ही वॉज़ वेरी हैप्पी. ही वॉज़ नॉट इन टाउन. मैंने उनको वीडियो कॉल पे बताया था. एंड उनके चेहरे की स्माइल, उनकी आंखों की चमक, आई कैन नेवर फॉरगेट. इट वॉज़ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल. आप लोग बैठ जाइए.
Please, all dignitaries, please be on dais. Thank you very much. If you wish to know how to wealth of diverse experience over 3 decades in the areas such as entrepreneurship, strategy, human resources, management education, cultural studies, nationally and internationally. After obtaining her BA and LLB degrees, she went on to do her MBA, successfully completed PhD in management. She started her career in 1984 by practicing law at the High Court, Mumbai, and thereafter as faculty for languages and in the areas of quality education, healthcare, environment, agriculture, and gender equality continues. She has initiated some domestic collaboration with healthcare professionals as well as an international collaboration with Freebies Limited UK and AI-powered mobile platform for community-based diagnosis and monitoring, involving joint research and implementation of projects in India. She is amongst those few women who have been able to achieve many milestones in a short period of time. She has been honored with various awards by the industry, including the prestigious Dronacharya Award in Education. During her tenure, as CEO of two prestigious B School from 2006 and Chetna Center of Excellence, COE. She has come to be known as someone who unlocks innate potential of people so that they begin to conceptualize, innovate, achieve what they precisely believe to be impossible. Before I request ma'am, thank you, sir. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, sir, for being here to grace the occasion. I can speak a lot about ma'am, but they say that if you go on talking, we will not be able to listen to her. So I stop here. But if I talk from philosophy to music and right from law to counseling, ma'am is there. So ma'am, it's you who should talk. Thank you.
Dignitaries of the dais, all the industry friends, the NGO people who are here, my wonderful students, the faculty, everybody who is here, I welcome all of you. At the outset, let me take my apologies for the bad voice that I have got. I was in fact not sure I would be able to speak, but I thought this is a wonderful opportunity for me to initiate one more friendship, and I didn't want to miss out on that chance. So here I am, very proud to be a part of this wonderful thing. The work that has been done is done by these people who are on the dais and off the dais. So I think we all should clap for UNESCO and PNG, a big one. We have been blessed with a founder president who believed in these values which are today called SDGs. So we are very at home with them, and so do not feel that, oh, we are having some faculty who is coming from outside, or we have some people who are going to speak a language which we don't understand. In fact, we are very happy to proudly say that we very much feel that yes, we are part of this goal also. We want to align with that goal better. And that is the journey that Chetna is currently having, and we are most happy to have this kind of association that we have today initiated with you people. And I won't take very long, but I was just thinking that what work they have done, they are going to speak and present. I am nobody to comment on it. What I would like to say is, we all know it's a taboo to speak about menstrual health and all these things. So there again, I'm going to talk about things which go a long, long way. When there could not be any generation of next generation if there was no menstruation. So I think we all should accept the value of what is happening to a woman's body. And I think that was the way the woman was treated, the woman was given that kind of a respect or the privacy to be on her own, to look after her. These were the things because she was going to give a new baby at some point of time when she was equipped to this world. And that's why I feel that journey was very beautiful. If we had to just track it, ma'am, Dr. Parmar, ma'am, I'm going to request you that you and PNG have done a great job of, I was just looking at UNESCO, the long form, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is the long form. And this is an awesome work when we are bringing the science, we are bringing the facts to this next generation's doorsteps, trying to tell the society that we had to look after our younger generation, the new generation, if we had to have a healthy generations coming one after the other. And if the new people have to come into this world, they better be looked after while the carrier is going to be a young girl. If she is hygienically protected, if she is looked after and kept, given all the sanitation, etc. that she deserves, I'm sure they are going to produce a better, what should I say, a protege. Now I would like to just add to it the cultural part of it, ma'am, that I'm sure you must have thought about it, and there must be the references or the looking into that cultural thing. But take any culture. I mean, I can challenge है, जब वो शुद्धता की तरफ जा रही है तो उनको अशुद्ध क्यों माना जाए, और अगर वो शुद्ध हो रही है तो उनको हम असिस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. These are how the ways in which the girls were given support. We do not know whether there were sanitary napkins there. Such is, today we don't even have to worry. Whatever we are doing, we are equipped to do it. We can go climbing, we can do swimming, we do anything that we can do. Only because there are people like PNGs who have come up with such wonderful products. Now is the time that we do take a peep into the emotional side of that girl. Make her feel as good about the whole thing that is happening. And if that mental health carries forward, I'm just... मेरी मम्मी ने पता नहीं भैया को क्या क्या बता के रखा था. वो हर मोमेंट पे चलने पर आराम से I mean, पता नहीं वो ज़्यादा हाइप किया होगा. But आज भी अगर if he hears that word periods, his face will change कि नहीं. This deserves my attention. I think हमको इन चीज़ों पे थोड़ा कैश ऑन करके अगर इमोशनल साइड अगर हम उनकी जगह सकते हैं सोसाइटी की, तो we promise that we are ready to do the street plays, we are ready to do write-ups, we are ready to do anything that you need to do to spread this message across. In any case, we are happy to have this event happening in Chetna. Chetna का वो जो था dash of red. मैंने सोचा पता नहीं इनका तो स्पॉटलाइट है, लेकिन चेतना का हर जगह आप देखेंगे रेड लोगो तो अपना है ही. तो चेतना is very much with you all, and I am very proud that we are sitting here to witness something wonderful. I want all the youngsters to see कि आप लोगों के हाथ में एक अच्छी दुनिया देने के लिए हम सब बड़े कोशिश कर रहे हैं. वो एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट हो सकती है, वो एक इंडस्ट्री है, वो एक बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, किसी का भी नाम लो. Everybody wants to make your life better, and I think you should be very grateful for.
First of all, ma'am has underlined those historical connection and our founder president, how progressive he was in this outlook. And not only that, in his directions, in his every action, how progressive he was. If you look at our vision, and it will be displayed at various corners of this institute, you can find that we say valuable contributions to the society. Our vision talks about that. Not only our vision, our mission says the social needs, these wordings you can note there. They speak, and what our values talk about it. Our values say the respect and care for society and environment. So this is not just a B school, it is much more than the B school. And that is why आपके अंदर में हमारा भी काम है. Having said that, I now proceed to our next speaker, Dr. Uma Masood's introduction. Dr. Uma Masood is working with UNESCO for more than 25 years. She works as Senior Gender Specialist for UNESCO South Asia Cluster Office, New Delhi. She is a gender focal point over 2 decades with almost dedicated 8 years of her work related to protection against sexual exploitation and abuse and education in emergencies. She has her PhD degree in international relations and political sciences and MPhil in applied social sciences and theme women's participation in economic activities and their educational occupational structure in select regions from Jawaharlal Nehru University. So the research examines.
If I was a radio jockey, I would have said, "Good morning, Mumbai." And I am so impressed with this Mumbai that rains don't deter Mumbai. I'm coming from states of India, after coming to this whole partnership, which we are calling a groundbreaking partnership with Procter & Gamble Whisper India and UNESCO multi-sectoral regional office which is in New Delhi, but it's for South Asia. Now, why are we doing this project? What was the reason, the cause behind it? Do you know there are 355 million menstruators in India? There are 23 million girls who drop out of school education almost on a yearly basis, but if we look at it monthly, 5 days or 3 days at least, they do not go to their education program, which is not good for their own education. We also have done a few firsts here. That is, we are looking at all menstruators, and therefore we have a gender lens when we are looking at this whole project. And so we are looking at all menstruators who menstruate, because many of us may not know that it's not just girls, but there are others also who menstruate. So it's a very inclusive project which we are talking about. Yes, we know about the fuss around it, we know about the patriarchal aspects around it, we know that it's still a taboo, and we in this 21st century are still struggling, and that is why we have this project after, you could say, 75 years of independence. We are talking about it because there are certain complexities and issues which need to be addressed. So we have a two-way approach, what we call, and one is through education and the other is through advocacy. So we have prepared teaching learning tools which are very educative, very user-friendly. Okay. I'm very grateful to you, ma'am, for agreeing to come, for Disha, who has been so kind to have taken out time in this rain, and 2 hours she travelled all the way, and most of you to have come here. With this, we begin with our first video, and which is on gender and menstrual health and hygiene management.
As we grow, sex is biological, but gender is societal, and sometimes one's internal sense of gender may or may not correspond to one's sex. It may often not even be visible to others or understood by them.
Menstruation is not experienced only by the men. Menstruation is experienced by some other genders as well. And it is not so widely known to the public, and therefore we need much more awareness around this. And therefore people who menstruate but do not confirm as females, for them the experiences can be more traumatic.
Periods can deepen gender inequality for menstruators who do not identify as women. Social and cultural restrictions, exclusion from public life, and barriers to sanitation and health can severely impact their educational journey. According to UNESCO New Delhi's research for PNG's Keep Girls in School initiative, on average, girls miss 6 days of classes per month due to the shame surrounding their periods.
Mental well-being should be catered to for girls because it's a matter of concern for them as they develop a lot of conscious image about themselves during this period.
Period dignity is incomplete without including men and boys in the conversation. Their allyship will additionally offer a safe and confident experience for all menstruators, unaffected by the barriers of gendered norms and stereotypes.
As I mentioned earlier, that our approach is two-pronged, that we are using education and advocacy together. One of the main elements or components of transacting learning are the teachers. And therefore, our next module and the AV which we will showcase to you is on teacher and menstrual health and hygiene management. Herein, the target group or the beneficiaries are the teachers from in-service, pre-service and special educators. The module tries to empower teachers with correct knowledge and guidance, enhancing their conversation with students as well.
Puberty, children become curious about their bodies but are naturally hesitant to ask questions. Their teacher's role in such a situation is quite important. Schools and teachers hold the responsibility to create open channels of communication, letting children explore their bodies and understand them without any inhibition.
Such sessions should be held at regular intervals as they prevent a lot of misinformation in the society.
The teacher training module developed by UNESCO New Delhi for PNG's Keep Girls in School initiative suggests integrating a compulsory menstrual health and hygiene curriculum along with sensitization workshops for both teachers and parents to facilitate menstruators at the right age who often start their periods without any prior knowledge.
अगर सही उम्र में पीरियड्स के बारे में जानकारी ना हो तो डर सा लगता है, घबराहट सी होती है और चिंता होती है.
Teaching persons with disabilities is also a crucial aspect of menstrual health and hygiene education.
So we use actions to UNCUT, spine or पेट में दर्द and having a stomach ache. So we use non-verbal actions more compared to verbal cues. So these, the class teacher, the vocational teacher can help us as counselors to manage them. Okay, is this the behavior what they are showing? Can we treat them through any tips? Will they be able to follow those tips? Are they mild, moderate or severe? Based on that, we can give them steps and guidance.
Supporting teachers with suitable infrastructure and ecosystems can also allow them to unlearn societal pressures and common misconceptions around periods.
If you want to talk about these issues with children, you need to first support the teachers. And most of the teachers are also from a similar background. So there's hesitation I'm talking about this, there's misinformation, there's awkwardness. So it's most important to first support the teachers.
This partnership on persons with disabilities. It has a holistic approach where we are looking at 21 types of disabilities as per the Right of Persons with Disabilities Act of 2016. The holistic approach, what we mean by it is that we have introduced puberty, menstruation, social and emotional health, and we have also emphasized on nutrition and hygiene. The whole aspect, what we are looking at over here is through the lens of a teacher trainer called Karishma, and we are looking at her lived experience and the challenges which she goes through during menstruation. Our next AV is the Karishma's lived experience. While also individually focusing on broad areas. Our next module and the AV which we will showcase is on nutrition, health and hygiene that brings to the fore the intersection between gender and MHHM. We also try to highlight the relationships with module which covers several areas such as the gender economics impact on MHHM, the social impact of myths and taboos, and how gendered norms impact access to information and also on menstruators' lived experiences. Our next AV, please. Every individual experiences puberty in their own unique way. It's a time
time when we can see and feel our bodies changing. This transformational process requires particular care in the area of nutrition, health, and hygiene. It's the time when a young girl might experience her very first menstrual cycle, a time for her to learn to care for her developing body.
Gathering age-appropriate information about menstrual cycles, menstrual irregularities, menstrual disorders should be through education provided in school, rather than gathering information from internet, Google, which can be false, which can be hard to process.
For some girls, period days might not be very different from their regular days. For others, they can bring unbearable pain and discomfort.
Severe premenstrual syndrome will need some medical help, medicines.
Zeba and Malti both. Malti is the one you must have seen in the video. Can you please stand and can we have a round of applause? This is the module prepared by Malti and Zeba. Can you just turn around? Thank you so much, Malti. And she also has curated a beautiful coffee table book which we are yet to launch. But that will be really rocking and I'm sure you all will love it. And we may get that opportunity to have it launched in Mumbai maybe. So with this, we move on to the next AV, which is focused on the gap analysis report of ours, because research, qualitative and quantitative data is very important. We would like to showcase this and present this to you. Spotlight Red strives to revolutionize menstrual health and hygiene management landscape in India, ensuring a better future for all menstruators. Please look at this and also participate in this by sharing the Pride of Period anthem on your social media. We present to you Pride of Period anthem now.
There's power in courage in me, and whatever happens, good days and bad ones, I will stand and say, I can
Make the anthem popular, and with this hope that we will revolutionize the menstruation system in India, we will own it and convince everyone that this is not a taboo anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Very nice presentation, and then they well introduced the thoughts and then what are the arrangements for. Now I request dignitaries for unveiling teaching learning modules and report. May I request dignitaries to unveil. If you all can stand up, ma'am. If you all can stand up and unveil. Thank you, ma'am. When we were inviting various NGOs for this program, Uma ma'am, some of them asked how these modules will be available to them. And probably there can be certain questions that whether they can be available on the local languages. so that you may address. Yeah, thank you. Please, you want to address it now or later? What? Oh, thank you very much. Now I invite my colleague, senior colleague and program chair, Dr. Fufrish Majra, to take the program forward. Thank you.
It's not just a project, but a personal passion for her, like the rest of the Whisper team. We request CEO ma'am to welcome her. To please address the audience. Thank you.
I'm sure you all are more interested to hear Ms. Disha speak, so I will keep this very short and sweet. I want to start off by thanking the honorable dignitaries over here, Chetna Institute, the audience, Dr. Huma and our partners at UNESCO, the Whisper PNG team, and our dear partners who are here today, UberNet and Network 18. Thank you very much for your time and commitment to this very, very important event, right? Gives me great pride standing here as we have launched this teaching learning module co-created with UNESCO. At Whisper, over the last 30 years, we've been driving menstrual education, distributing pads, and debunking period-related myths and taboos. We've educated and given pads to more than 10 crore girls and their moms across India. And this year itself, we've gone to about 65,000 schools across the country, teaching about menstrual health and hygiene. However, we have a long way to go still. Did you know that 1 out of 5 girls, even today, drops out of school because of lack of period education and period products? And can you imagine, even today, 71% of girls do not know about periods when they first get it. Imagine not knowing anything about the period you're getting and the red blood that you see on your clothes, right? And
thank you so much, Asha. It gives me great pleasure to now introduce the guest of honor, Disha Parmar right here. She is an Indian actress who works in Hindi television. She made her acting debut in 2012 and is known for portraying Pankhuri Gupta in Pyar Ka Dal Hai, Meetha Meetha Pyara Pyara. She earned wider recognition with her portrayal of Priya in Bade Achhe Lagte Hai 2, one of the strongest lead characters on Indian television and a champion of women empowerment. Disha has been a voice for the cause and works to bring progressive and equal portrayal of women in every character she plays. On a new journey of motherhood in her life, we wish you many congratulations. We request CEO ma'am to welcome her.
Side.
We request Disha Parmar right here to please address the gathering. Thank you.
Firstly, good morning everyone. Is it morning? Yes, it is still morning. And a big round of applause for all of you to be present here for this amazing initiative. So firstly, for you all, I am proud to have partnered with Whisper and UNESCO to support their Keep Girls in School movement with a new initiative called Spotlight Red. This topic is so close to my heart and I'm so glad that we are finally talking about it openly without any embarrassment and shame. Fairly so, because periods कोई बीमारी नहीं है, शर्मिंदा होने की चीज़ नहीं है. ये एक strong, एक healthy woman होने की निशानी है. I remember vividly when I was a tween and I got my first period. I was in school. Thankfully, there was a medical ward and teachers who could explain me everything about it. And when I got home, my mother told me everything about it. But sadly, there's nothing that we have anything mentioned in our books. It's disheartening to see that 1 in 5 girls drop out of school every year due to lack of period awareness. Moreover, 70% of our moms in our country don't know the biology of period and consider it dirty and impure. Then how will our girls learn? Spotlight Red Menstrual Health and Hygiene modules does exactly that. It explains periods to teachers, girls, families, people with disability, all genders, in the most simplest and most amazing way, and is available online for free. As I embark on the journey of motherhood, like every mother, I would want my child to grow up in an environment where menstruation is not a taboo. I'm sure that in coming years, with partners like Whisper and UNESCO, menstrual health and hygiene will be given the importance that it deserves. Poor menstrual hygiene management can lead to health issues like infection, reproductive complications, and mortality in extreme cases. It disrupts education as many girls miss their school due to inadequate facilities, lack of sanitary products, or simply because they are just ashamed or embarrassed. I'm here to raise awareness about the need for better menstrual hygiene and health, as it's the basic right of every woman and girl to manage her menstruation with dignity, safety, and confidence. Menstruation is not a curse, but it's a natural body process that should be celebrated and embraced. Let's talk about it openly, support NGOs, civic bodies, brands like Whisper and UNESCO for spreading all this awareness about the importance of menstruational health and hygiene. I urge all the education and state ministries to make this a must in school curriculums and part of textbooks in every language. Let's talk periods. Period.
A very big thank you for this engaging talk. As I move on, I would like to introduce the chief guest of today, Dr. Sujata Ban, Head of Department of Special Education, SNDT Women's University.
When I got my periods first, I had no clue about it. My mother had never told me anything about it. But yeah, you hear about things from your friends, but no real concrete knowledge. I was petrified. I tried to hide it from my mother, from everybody, not even with my friends I spoke about it. So it continued for 2 months like that, but eventually my mother came to know about it. And then she tried to educate me a little bit in her own way, but she was more scared for me, like she has to protect me now. Well, it continued like that, and I remember initially the Procter & Whisper pads were quite expensive. We had Carefree at that time, and they were quite expensive, so we were taught to make our own pads at home. So that was another drudgery to make the pads, so I would dread that time when the periods were approaching. Slowly, we started buying the pads. Then I remember, I don't know if it still happens because now I have had my menopause since years, so I don't know what's the practice now. When you would go to the shopkeeper, he would hide the pads in newspapers, cover it and give you discreetly and make you feel like you have, you're buying something like buying a contraceptive, maybe. That was the same then. I hope it has changed now. When I would talk to my friends, they would tell the same story. Completely ostracized in their own family. Thank God I didn't subject myself to that. My family was okay with me doing whatever I wanted to do. There are a lot of cultural things attached to menstruation, and as it was beautifully shown in one of the videos, I have seen families celebrating this, particularly in South, as was shown. They kind of again make it something, something grand. It is neither grand nor it is something which one has to worry about. It's just a natural thing, so treat it naturally. The woman is put on a pedestal, and a lot of rituals are there. And just not those rituals, it follows with lots of do's and don'ts from the mother and the aunts and everybody in the community. We don't treat it like a genuine, like a natural, phenomenon, but something extraordinary. While menstruation, as I said, is a natural and normal part of life, for many...
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for highlighting the mindset change that we need to adapt. on menstruation. As we proceed, I would like to introduce our director, Dr. Nandita Mishra. She's a director of Chetna's Institute of Management and Research, and she has more than 28 years of teaching experience in education and research. She has wide experience teaching managerial economics and economic environment for business, business ethics and corporate governance, corporate grooming and general management subjects to management students in India and abroad. She has spearheaded several academic administration, industry institute collaborations and management development programs. A researcher in the area of gender diversity and inclusion, she has recently published her book on gender equality from a modern perspective. I request ma'am to now propose a vote of thanks.
Yeah, I can say good afternoon. And you know, the best part is we were thinking whether should I say good morning or good afternoon, because as per the schedule, it could have been good morning. But we got late, we got delayed because of the rains. But still we are on time, and I promise that this vote of thanks will not take more than 10 minutes. Sorry, 5 minutes. We can still have the countdown. Because when I was talking to Dr. Huma Masood and also Ms. Kruti, I think she has left. Yeah, you're there, right. So we were worried that the rain should not be a dampener. There should be, because we were thinking let there be 100 people, then we said maybe 50, let's go for a classroom. But somehow we knew that if it is women working, no rain, nothing can be a dampener. And today I can see this room accommodates 500. Please have a lot of... And as Disha ma'am said, this is amazing, because हमने उस दिन बोला था मैडम को कि रेन या तूफान क्या तोड़ेगा तुमको, तुम उसको तोड़ दो, सिर्फ यूनेस्को के सपनों को चेतना के सपनों से जोड़ दो। So now let's come to the formal part. Respected chief guest, Dr. Sujata Bhatt, Ms. Kruti Desai, she's about to lead us now. Ms. Varsha, Head Communication, PNG. Ms. Disha, our special guest. Dr. Huma Masood, Gender Specialist, UNESCO, New Delhi. Ms. Rocky, and President Chetna Trust, CEO, Madam Dr. Madhumita Barton, dignitaries, guests, distinguished guests and members from media and media professionals, professionals and representatives from different charitable organizations across the city, I can add also across the country, Director Suhas Sir, C.R. Kemar, our esteemed faculty members from Chetna Parivar, staff of Chetna Parivar, participants in CSR projects when we say no to drugs, or it is limit your screen, or it could be cyber security or road safety. But I think the June of 2023 is different. Different because we are now advocating our bigger purpose, our bigger SDG goal, and we are aligning with the G20 activity, menstrual health and hygiene management. A loud round of applause for UNESCO and PNG. The inclusiveness of menstruation we are discussing today after 75 years. In another 3 years, we are thinking India becoming the third largest nation in the world. Are we ready? You young guys, are we ready for this? Because it is you whom we need, because you are going to take this forward. So through this project of inclusivity and advocacy of UNESCO, a time has come. We have unveiled the teaching and the learning module. Are we going to unveil the implementation with the same energy and enthusiasm? And I think that is where we need all of you together. As Dr. Sujata ma'am says, we can, when she was talking about her time, I could just connect. But I was thinking, whatever you are showing in the movie or whatever you're showing there and what she's speaking, it never happened to me. It is probably, it would have never happened to any one of you here because we belong to a different social fabric. But imagine and think of what we are discussing today is not meant for us. It is meant for those women, those girls who are deprived of their human rights as much as they are deprived of their own dignity and hygiene. That is more important. So can we join hands and propagate this particular program? We have representations from the Hemophilia Society, Madam Indira Nair, Ms. Noreen, who is a social worker, she is also there. So let's protect our creation and that will fulfill the 17 goals. So, spotlight red, spotlight dignity. Thank you very much.
Just this morning, I told Nandita, I went to her cabin and I said, I was very worried about my voice not
Please flash the cards. Please flash the cards. Please flash.
Yes. सेंटलो मैं एक्चुअली सिर्फ ये कहना चाहूँगी कि इट्स सच अ ब्यूटीफुल इनिशिएटिव जो यूनेस्को और विस्पर ने साथ में मिलकर ये स्टार्ट किया है एंड आई एम सो प्राउड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट बिकॉज दिस इज़ समथिंग जो बहुत ही नॉर्मल रेगुलर बॉडीली प्रोसेस है पर इसको इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं माना जाता. इट्स अ टैबू इन आवर कंट्री. लाइक वी सेड, जो भी हमने वीडियोस देखी उस सब में कहा गया है कि कितनी लड़कियां स्कूल नहीं जा पाती हैं बिकॉज दे आर एम्बेरस्ड बिकॉज ऑफ शेम या सैनिटरी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं हैं क्योंकि कोई बात करने वाला नहीं है. इवन हम 70% ऑफ आवर मदर्स उनको इसके बारे में नहीं पता है. दे डोंट नो द बायोलॉजी ऑफ द पीरियड एंड उनको लगता है कि इम्प्योर है, डर्टी है. So, such kind of initiatives are very important to spread awareness ताकि जितने ज़्यादा लोगों को हम इस बारे में बता सकें. हमें बताना चाहिए, हमें हेल्प करना चाहिए, हमें एजुकेट करना चाहिए. नॉट सिर्फ मदर्स बट हमारी डॉटर्स, बाकी सब जेंडर्स एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली नाउ दे हैव इंक्लूडेड people with girls with disabilities. This is so important. This is so basic yet so important. So I'm so happy that I'm a part of it and I'm really thankful to UNESCO and Whisper to start this conversation because it is so important.
इन सारे वीडियो में हमने Whisper के देखे
जी.
क्या नॉर्मल पीपल उसे अफोर्ड कर पाएगा?
देखिए, आई रियली फील दैट विस्पर का जो भी कॉस्ट है आई थिंक इट्स प्रीटी नॉमिनल. एंड सेकेंडली मोर देन दैट जो अच्छी चीज़ ये है कि ये लोग फ्री सैनिटरी फैसिलिटीज़ डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं लोगों को. इवन इफ समवन इज़ नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड इट, दे आर गिविंग इट फॉर फ्री टू द गर्ल्स इन 2 tier 3 tier सिटीज़. आई थिंक वो एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है. दे आर डूइंग बेस्ट फ्रॉम देयर पार्ट एंड या आई थिंक ब्यूटीफुल.
जानते हैं आप एक्टिंग की इंडस्ट्री बहुत बड़ी बता रहे हैं इवन आपके साथ एक बहुत हमारे मोस्ट फेवरेट सिंगर राहुल सर है
जी।
एंड देन आपके साथ ऐसे कौन सेलिब्रिटी जो आपके साथ इस पार्ट में हिस्सा बनेगी, ऐसा कुछ है?
आई थिंक डेफिनेटली हर किसी को जो इस चीज़ के बारे में जानेगा डेफिनेटली वो इसका पार्ट बनना चाहेंगे बिकॉज इट्स सच अ नोबल कॉज एंड कुछ नहीं करना है, बस अवेयरनेस फैलानी है थोड़ी सी, और उसके लिए भी आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, बस आम लोगों को आप जितना अपनी तरफ से बता सकते हैं, एजुकेट कर सकते हैं, कर दीजिए। बाकी ना इसमें कुछ मेहनत लग रही है, ना कुछ पैसे लग रहे हैं, इट्स जस्ट जिसको आप बता सकते हैं, सिखा सकते हैं, शेयर इट। ऑल्सो दिस इज़ अवेलेबल ऑनलाइन फॉर फ्री, तो जो लोग एक्चुअली इस बारे में स्प्रेड करना चाहते हैं या पढ़ना चाहते हैं, इट इज़ अवेलेबल फॉर फ्री। तो ऑल ऑफ अस, हम सबको, आप सबको जितना ज़्यादा लोगों को एजुकेट कर सकते हैं कीजिए। आई थिंक दैट वुड बी अमेजिंग। जी, It's beautiful. Thanks to my producer, my team, production house, एकता कपूर, उन लोगों ने इतना beautifully सब कुछ manage किया है। I go and shoot for less hours, कम टाइम के लिए जाती हूँ, but रोज़ जाती हूँ and अपना पार्ट अच्छे से करती हूँ and they take care of everything else. तो मुझे तो बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है। I'm very happy to be working. Okay. I would love to congratulate them. Many congratulations for the bundle of joy. अच्छा, मैं बस गुड विशेस और बेस्ट विशेस देना चाहूँगी। आई होप बेबी ठीक है, मोर देन दैट आई होप दीपिका ठीक है, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट एंड लव फॉर द न्यू जर्नी।
मैम, जैसे हमने आपका इंस्टाग्राम देखा, बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल पोस्ट आपने किया था आपके अपकमिंग सॉन्ग, या कुछ बताना चाहेंगे आपके अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट रिलेटेड?
अरे मेरा चल रहा है ऑलरेडी, उसको देखो ना। अपकमिंग तो तब करेंगे जब ये वाला ख़त्म हो जाएगा, तो अभी ये चल रहा है, आप ये देखो। देखो, मैं फ़ोटोशूट तो नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं रैंडमली फ़ोटो खींच लेती हूँ और डाल देती हूँ जो मुझे प्यारी लगती है, जो लोगों को भी आई थिंक क्यूटी लगती है। तो ऐसा कुछ फ़ोटोशूट नहीं है, बट इट्स अ नॉर्मल थिंग, राइट? मतलब उनका रिएक्शन बहुत अमेजिंग था। बिल्कुल नहीं, गाना वो ऐसे नहीं गाते फ्री में, बट ही वॉज वेरी हैप्पी। ही वॉज नॉट इन टाउन, मैंने उनको वीडियो कॉल पे बताया था, एंड उनके चेहरे की स्माइल, उनकी आंखों की चमक, आई कैन नेवर फॉरगेट। इट वॉज वेरी ब्यूटिफुल। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
I've taken it in batches because
we'll Photoshop it.
Thank you so much.